Alright, so now it's time to come to find out what's in the shed. What's up guys? Today I am at Kings Island in Ohio. This has been a bucket list park for me forever, and I wasn't even expecting to come here this year, but had a week off, so I'm like, why not? This is the last week that they are open during the weekdays for the rest of the year, so I figured I'd come by and finally check the park out. Of course, we got the beautiful Orion, which is somewhere over there. I don't think you can see it, but I'm gonna wait till a little bit later to do Orion because I want Orion to be my 200th credit. I currently have 192 credits, so I need to ride 7 more coasters before I go to Orion. So I see Diamondback over there. Let's go that way. Alright, so I just did Diamondback. I got a partial rain rat on it. It was like sprinkling a little bit, but not that bad. So it does have a little bit of a rattle to it, I would say, but nothing overbearing though. I did the back row on it. One funny thing though, I did the right side, I guess you want to call wing seat. I never done a staggered seating in B&M Hyper before. This is my first one, which is pretty cool. But I was on the right side and my arm got splashed at the splashdown section, which I actually have never been splashed before from an element like that. So that was interesting, I guess. But overall, not a bad ride, but Pandemonium, still my favorite B&M Hyper.
Haha, suck it, Diamondback.
Shut your mouth.
Alright, I was going to do Mystic Timbers, but it's like an hour wait, so I'm going to move on to some rides that have a little bit of a shorter wait. So let's go to the other side of the park, because the rides over there seem to have shorter waits. So let's go check out that side. Alright, well Beast is actually right here, and the app says it's only like a 10-minute wait, so let's ride the legendary Beast.
Roar.
Alright, Beast was interesting, I'll say that. So the first half, I didn't really care for it. There's so much straight track and everything. I was very underwhelmed, but it was kind of cool going through the woods and all. But second half, that helix at the end is brutal, but awesome. Overall, fun ride, I would say. So I just noticed that they have little Beast footprints going towards where Beast is. So follow these foot tracks and you will find a Beast lurking over there. Now this is a sad scene. There's still some track from Vortex still here. I'm really bummed I didn't get to ride Vortex. I really like that credit. So I'm not sure why, but this little area and walkway reminds me of Candy Apple Grove at King's Dominion. Alright, this will get me 2 credits closer to 200, so let's get Racer done. Okay, so Racer blue side wasn't bad. Racer right side, terrible. The spirits of a Banshee, they call for me. What's this thing? I think this is a credit. Let's do this first. Alright, Adventure Express was probably one of the better Aero mine trains I've ever been on. It actually had pretty decent theming, at least for a Cedar Fair park. I was not expecting that at all. But Cedar Fair didn't own the park when that was built. Idiot. The layout was pretty cool too, all going through the woods, and overall pretty fun. I mean, your typical janky aero transitions, but what do you expect from an aero mine train? Of course, I remember hearing about this, the final lift hill. It like builds up your anticipation, and then final brake run. Mild disappointment, but whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot that they have a little memorial for Son of Beast. Alright, Banshee. I'll give my honest opinion. Man, I can see why a lot of people aren't too crazy about this ride. It's not a bad ride. It has a cool layout and everything, but it has an unusual rattle to it, which I was not expecting that at all. Even if I did second row and second to back row, and both had a pretty bad rattle, but especially towards the back, it was pretty bad. It was pretty forceful, I would say. The vest restraints didn't bother me all too much, but I don't know. Wasn't quite my favorite B&M invert, but I'll get some more rides in this later today. But I need, I think, one more credit before I am at 199, and then I'll head to Orion next, and I think Bat is right there. Uh-oh, where's Josh when you need him? We got some extreme! Alright, it took Era's 2 attempts to get this ride right. Let's see if they got it right the second time. I wonder how this will be. Alright, the Bat. Alright, the Bat was pretty fun actually. Still like Big Bad Wolf better, but I think any coaster enthusiast would think Big Bad Wolf is the best aero suspended coaster because it was, rest in peace. But still not bad. It was a little bit on the short side though, but overall had some decent forces to it. There's a very slow chain lift though. Like that's probably one of the slowest chain lifts I've ever seen. Other than that, okay. Alright, I am at 199 right now on my coaster count, which means it's time to go to Orion. Alright, so I just did Orion 3 times. I did it twice in the back row and I think once in the 6th row. So, it's a very solid ride, I will give it that. This is definitely a back row coaster, even though I haven't done front row yet. I'm going to do front row hopefully later today, but the wait got a little bit long, so I want to come back to this later. But airtime is decent. First stop is pretty good. I feel like the pacing is a little bit weak on this. It feels like it just meanders a little bit. I don't know, but I mean, given the scale of it, I mean, it's a freaking massive coaster. I mean, come on. So the pacing, not the best, but only so much you can do when you're such a freaking large coaster, I guess. By far the best coaster I've been on today, and I think this would probably be the best coaster in the park. So I do need to admit, after my very first ride, I was mildly disappointed. My first ride was in the 6th row, but the back row ride definitely made up for me. Alright, so I ran into somebody here, Dylan, and this is his home park. How you doing today, man?
Good, you?
Doing pretty good. This is my very first time here, and having a blast so far.
Big fan, man.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. What's your favorite coaster here, you'd say?
Probably this one.
I would have to say the same too.
Orion.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you, man.
You too. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. Let's do a montage. Ryan from Post, montage time. really gotta say, this is a very pretty and well done park.
Yes,
What
I
the?
know it is.
Did you say something to me?
Yes, maybe I did.
Can I help you? Oh, of course, it would not be a Cedar Fair park without a Planet Snoopy. All right, these mini helicopters are straight out of Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I am living for it. Hi, Snoopy.
Hello.
All right, let's find out what's in the shed. Alright, so now it's time to come to find out what's in the shed. Alright, just did Mystic Timbers. I did it in the back route, and I was lucky to get on because it broke down for a while, and I just saw them doing test runs and they reopened it back up, and I only waited like 5 minutes for it, but it's like an hour wait already again, so may not get another ride on it today, but hopefully a few more rides tomorrow, but we'll see about that. Anyway, back to the ride. This could possibly be my new favorite GCI. I don't want to say that for sure because I want to get a few more rides on it, but the airtime was very solid on the ride. The pacing was so good. One of the better out of control feelings I ever felt on a GCI or on a wooden coaster just in general. I thought it was awesome. I gotta be honest, I might like this a little bit better than Orion. I don't want to say that for sure yet. I want to have the marinate on that, but two totally different rides, hard to compare the two, but awesome wooden coaster, and yeah, ride it if you haven't ridden it yet. Oh, but what is this? What is this? I have never seen this in real life, like a double dip on a splash boat ride. These exist? I did not know about this. Hey look, it's Stinger. Oh wait, we're at Kings Island. Invertigo. My bad. Well, let's Invertigo. I'm so sorry. Actually, I might wait till tomorrow to do this because they're doing some kind of inspection to it now, and I don't feel like waiting around. I want to get like an hour to park close, so I'm going to head back towards Orion and do that for the rest of the day. Alright, I managed to get 3 more rides on Orion, and I gotta give a big thumbs up to the operations staff on Orion, and honestly the entire park. Our operations have been great here today. Staff overall has been great, very friendly, very courteous, and everybody has been enforcing social distancing and face masks and everything, so major thumbs up to all the staff at Kings Island today. I've been very happy and very pleased with my experience here so far. Alright, park exit montage. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up my first day here at Kings Island. I had a fantastic day here actually. I got a lot more done than I was expecting to get done. Crowds were a little heavy, but not that bad at all. I mean, granted, I got 6 rides on Orion, and I got rides on a lot of other rides too. Ryan proposed, put in our ride count right now. And again, as I said earlier, the staff here was awesome. They were on point with everything today. Dispatching was perfect. They were maintaining social distancing with all the guests, making sure that everybody was wearing face masks. great job to the staff of Kings Island here today, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys in the next loop. See you guys.